Hi, it's Agnes, and I've got another YouTube viewer request today. It's from Kirsten S. Kirsten, you asked, how long is it normally going to take to make new habitual thought patterns and change deeply rooted beliefs until you see major changes in the outer reality? Now, that's a really good question, and I wish I could give you a very simple answer, Kirsten, but I can't. There is no normally because everybody has their own life experience, their own repetitive habitual thought patterns ingrained at different levels, depending on what you learnt, depending on how easy you find things to change, depending on how quickly you can believe, and also, obviously, how much effort you put into doing it. So, as Neville Goddard always says, at the appointed time. And really, it's not something you can measure everybody the same, because everybody is totally different in how they get through this process, and on different subjects also. It's just not something that you can get a ruler out and measure. The thing that you can do, though, is Abraham Hicks talks about tracking and tracing when a manifestation is going to occur. So obviously for the manifestation to occur, you have had to change your repetitive habitual thought patterns about that particular subject. And Abraham Hicks explains that the more you move up the emotional scale, the better you feel, then you are getting closer to your manifestation, because you're no longer in the lower feelings of depressed or anger or impatience or fear, or you're kind of getting closer to feeling you can be joyful without it, you're relaxed, you can appreciate other things in your life, you're not white knuckling, I have to have this now. So when you're in kind of the halfway mark, which is around hope and contentment, and then you're moving up the scale to the other better feeling place, feelings such as joy, appreciation, happiness, and you're just getting feeling better and better and better. And then of course love and appreciation are in the top two. So once you get to say, okay, how do I feel about this subject, and how do I feel most of the time about manifesting on this particular subject, if you can kind of say you're in the top three feelings of joy, happiness, love, appreciation, all those ones up there, then you know that you're probably pretty close. You'd be on the brink of it, okay? So you can actually gauge how low are your feelings on this subject. The lower down they are, depression, powerlessness, anger, rage, all those ones down the bottom of the emotional scale, you're nowhere near it if you're there, because you're totally affected by it. And you're totally affected by not having it, and it's making you feel those negative emotions, or you think so, but it's really your thoughts about it that make you feel the way you feel. So, yeah, no quick and easy answer to this one. The best thing, I think, is to stop trying to get to places fast, because this urgency is really telling you, if I'm trying to get over there really quickly, I haven't made peace with here, I'm not feeling good now, I think that I'm going to feel better when I get over there, and that is the biggest handbrake to not getting what you want, because you're in the wrong vibrational place emotionally, mentally. It's just not going to happen from that place. So attend to your emotional state, your mental state first, work your way up the emotional scale, and then in your changing your habitual thought patterns, which Kirsten you've talked about here, and your deeply rooted beliefs. How do you change a belief? A belief is a thought you keep thinking, and then that thought is a dominant thought, and then the dominant thought changes into a belief, because a belief is just a thought you keep thinking over and over and over, and then it becomes, well, those kind of statements people make, oh, well, that's just how it is. Well, no, that's just how it is for you. Okay? So yeah, work on your repetitive habitual thought patterns day in, day out. Get it so that you're more and more and more relaxed on certain subjects that you really want to manifest. And then you will start to move up the emotional scale. And then you will notice that your thought patterns have changed because you're feeling better and better. And as you do that, then you will see major changes in the outer reality. But there's no shortcuts to this. There really isn't. You know, people have said in the threads even today, oh, I'm really anxious to get this. You can't get what you want when you're really anxious about it. Anxiousness is fear, and fear that I'm not going to get this. So that then holds back your thing, whatever it is. So as soon as you're feeling longing or neediness or any kind of anxiousness or disbelief of I'm not going to get, work on your repetitive habitual thought patterns. That's the biggest thing I can say to you. It all starts here. What you do again and again and again. But you know what? We all start there, and we all don't have, well, I don't think I've ever met someone that was born with really good repetitive habitual thought patterns. Most people I know, 98%, didn't have that kind of really great training from childhood. So, but that doesn't matter. It's what you do today. It's what you choose today. It's where you go with it today. So, yeah, Kirsten, that's the answer to your question, and I hope that makes sense.